to get it out of the cage. Your moaning sounds like lions roaring. I'm off the train with my tongue out. I know you enjoy it. Say my name. It's destiny. Hey. We made these children. I'll rock your boat. My baby, as you beg for me to place my hands in places that are unreachable. I can go slow. So release your inhibition and get away. You're so bad. So bad. And give. You got to get that pussy. You gotta get that pussy away. What's good, bitch? How's everybody doing this evening? My name is Bootzé. I am the hip-hop oracle, intuitive reader extraordinaire, darling. I feel the spirits and energy of people, places, and things, and based on that energy, I am able to accurately foreshadow the future using a tarot card system of my own design, that being called none other than Bootzé Tarot, darling. Yes, okay, darling. So look, Monday through Friday, you can catch me right here on my Instagram page, whether it's a candid live video or whether I am using the gift that God gave me. To entertain you. Now, darlings, I just repeat this every show just so that you don't have to worry about it. If you're a little confused, if you're new, if you are new, let me see cherry emojis because your spiritual cherry needs to be popped by none other than Beyonce. You know who's really amazing? None other than these boots, bitch. Okay, now look, the gift is free, but my time is not. But if you want to guarantee that I use my time in reading you, you want to go to www.spiritsquad.org/tipjar, and everything on that page is always and in all ways available unto you. Now look, we're trying something a little bit different as things have changed, so your dumb ass need to listen. Okay, while I am on this show, everything on the Bootzé Tarot website is 50% off. You have to use the weekly discount code, and this week's discount code is what? It is Hawaii.
We're smoking crack on live.
No, we weren't. HAWAII is your discount code, and that will take 50% off of everything on bootztarot.com as of right now. It does not work for next day appointments. Okay, I do have next day appointments available, but if you use that code to book a next day appointment, I will be refunding your money. Okay, it's not supposed to be used for that. It's used for your services and your downloads, and that's still good news.
Had a good snooze. Wake up, nigga, wake up. We about to get this paper.
Okay, so make sure you don't use that code to book a next day appointment, but that discount code does work for pre-booked appointments, not 50% off, and it does work on the Shop Boots website as well, not 50% off as well either, but it does take a percentage off of that, 50% off of the tip jar while I am on a live video. Please, behave accordingly. What was I about to say? Adjust yourself accordingly. Okay. Speaking of Shop Boots, the orders are in. And how do you think Rich in the Woods has done? Okay, well, it is the third highest selling product in my store. Number 3. Okay. Number 1 is still that pan candle. You guys want your luck. Okay, so that pan candle and the pan casting kits are number 1. Witch in the Woods is actually number 2. And with a record-breaking 95 orders yesterday, Rich in the Woods is number 3 for a debut of anything that I've come out with. Thank you, guys. And I guess on yesterday's show, we found out that it's quite flammable. It's quite flammable. So maybe you could develop some type of spiritual routine with that. I launched all this on my own. I created the fragrances. We bottled the fragrances here in house. And it's just really cool to see my audience capitalizing on the fragrances. I mean, you guys are making ad campaigns out of nowhere. It's a whole vibe. And I'm bringing that vibe to Hawaii on the 25th of May. I will be in Hawaii, and my whole theme is tribal geese. So I'm going to be doing some experimenting and stuff like that on the show. You guys like the tribal makeup I tried to pull off today? I think it's quite cool. But yes, on the 25th, I will be in Hawaii. We're going to be doing a meet and greet in Honolulu. Randy, I said Honolulu. Okay, I will. This is my first time in Hawaii. I'm going for my birthday. I fly out the day before my birthday, and I will wake up in Hawaii when the plane lands on May the 20th. On May the 20th, also, you guys will get some new music. I've been in the studio most of the day, and I have to go back tomorrow to put some final touches on some things. But the name of that new EP is called what? You guys should know this. Pursuing Greatness got it correct. I love you, my client Anidra. It's called the Lude EP, and it's 5 songs, but it's a whole lot of tea. I mean, I am talking shit. And if you are inspired, then you already kind of got the tea, but this tea is bubbling over, and it does it tells the truth. Tells the motherfucking truth. So for all of my music listeners, I'm gonna drop it like I always drop it. I drop it on my website first, and then it comes to all major platforms after. So if you want to support my music, it's probably only gonna be $5 for my birthday, but I would truly appreciate that. Also, if you ever wanted to send me anything from your bodega, your business, or you're just a very charitable person and you want to gift me something, my birthday is on May the 20th. I will be back here on the 27th, and to end off the month of May, I will be doing a birthday show where I open up all of your beautiful products in front of everybody. My advice to you is to screenshot or screen record what I do say about your product and use it for some free promotions. It's my way of giving back to you, as you guys are going to be gifted to me for my birthday. So my P.O. box is located on the Instagram description. I have to update it on my website. But I am getting everything that you guys have sent. I've gotten 2 gifts so far, and I got 5 gifts from LA. They're piling up over here, and I can't wait to see what you guys gave me. If you want to give me anything, you're more than welcome to do that. There is a lot to talk about today. We do have an HOI stories today. But Bob's microphone broke. Or I don't know where it is, one of the two. But if you watched the Met Gala, I hope you guys did, because I did. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this shooter outside of Drake's house. story, but there is a shooter outside of Drake's house, and one of his security guards actually got injured. I haven't read the article, but we're going to read it on here together, and we're going to get Bob's microphone together because I know you love Bob. Honey, I have been dropping the ball on Bob's mess for a minute now, Chad, and I don't know what the hell the problem is, but it is what it's going to have some motherfucking goddamn gay be. We're going to do 3 stories, and then there was another story that ran across my desk about some individual who decided that he wanted to try to shoot his pastor. Yeah, and he claims that voices in his head told him to do it. Well, I'm going to figure out what the voices is. Everybody's general consumption. This is my song called Atlanta. We definitely did a parfum brunch in Atlanta. That's when I started this whole process. And so shout out to Atlanta, but this song is not dedicated to my girls in Atlanta, but it's dedicated to Atlanta as a whole because everybody know I don't like that place. However, I hope you guys like this show, and I'll be right back with some national stories. I took the modern chest to cop some weed, but they had the hammer. I am the army hammer. I don't go to Atlanta. I like being unique. I look around the city, all I see is me. According to the cage, it's a motherfucking drink. Look at the center. No gift, he got the hammer. I don't go to Atlanta. Look me, double pricing. That underground thing. I wanted it to be a vibe, but they're trying to save me. I pull up fresh off the water, went to find me some weed. Them niggas told me where to pull up and then that fire up the street. I knocked out 4 or 5 times. They think you know I'm on my knees. They took out everything except the heels on my feet. This is not a drill. Oh shit, this shit for real. I'm gonna need Dr. Phil if my ass don't cut a deal. I close my eyes and channel all the fingers in this realm. My eyes turn black as hell, and I grab the gun and bell right down. Take you away from me. I took the martyr just to cop some weed, but they had the hammer. I am the army hammer. I don't go to Atlanta. I like being unique. I look around the city, all I see is peace. According to the days, it's a motherfucking drink. But look at your Santa. No gifts, he got the hammer. I don't go to Atlanta. It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that the Met Gala was last night. Best dressed event since COVID. So I watched The View this morning. Do you guys watch The View with Whoopi Goldberg and Anna and that girl who's a Republican, but everybody likes her on the Democratic side? And The View made mention of a lot of protests going on outside of the event. And I saw a lot of TikTokers and Instagrammers saying things like, how can we have this gluttonous celebratory event surrounding an industry of fashion when people are losing their lives overseas and there's a lot of protesting going on? I'm going to say that that is definitely a fair point, so I will give that a round of applause. What I will also say is that, you know, in times of war, in times of disdain and things like that, The View had this objective point of saying that we need an escape. You know, there's a lot of intense energy going on right now, especially with Donald Trump running for president and wars going on over the seas. And they argued the point that it was a healthy distraction from the world's problems. Before I proceed in critiquing the outfits, I do want to give a special shout out to anybody personally affected by the war that is going down. If it is your culture that is impacted by this, we stand with you by putting fist in the comment section at this moment in time. I also challenge that mentality by saying that should our traditions stop because countries are at war? Should we stop the annual renaissances that we have for artistic expression? This is fashion's biggest night. A whole entire industry comes together at one time during this event. And believe it or not, the fashion industry dictates what you have on right now. And I know that because I watch The Devils Wear Pradas. So it's a lot bigger than just these elaborate gowns and things of nature. I feel like it is actually an homage to the culture of how we adorn our bodies. And I think that in my personal opinion, and hopefully you guys don't come for me for this, I feel like our traditions should still be kept even in times of war, not to distract from the protests that were ensuing in New York City, because I think that does have its place. But I also feel like the Met Gala is one night. Let them have their annual event, and we can all move forward in getting justice for the people who are urging for justice at this time. Okay, I'm going to do this off of memory because if I was to pull up all the looks, I mean, there were so many looks. So if you have a person that you want me to talk about, put them in the comment section right now because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Best dress for me is like top 3. I'm going to give it to Lala Anthony. Okay. I don't know who she wore, but what I will tell you is her face card, sickening. Sickening. I love the black dress. I love the rose detail at the bottom, but more importantly, I love the boldness of her face. It was absolutely beautiful. Tiana Taylor got a Best Dress nomination. Okay. I loved it. I love the blonde hair. I love the bold red statement. There were a lot of nudes on the carpet. I really liked our girls showing color, especially our color girls showing color. And honestly, Serena Williams. Serena Williams. Honey, this gold and black aluminum foil number, I mean, there were just certain moments where I gasped, and that was one of the moments that I definitely did gasp. Zendaya pulled off 2 different looks, and I'm going to confess something to the general public that I confessed in Squad, and maybe y'all are going to crucify me for this, but I'm going to say, aesthetically speaking, in terms of traditional beauty, I do not find Zendaya attractive. I don't find her aesthetic. I mean, and please forgive me. She's a beautiful person. I've seen her interviews. I am just a slight bit confused as to why she's being typecasted as a beauty girl, whereas I feel like her acting skills kind of overshadow her beauty. Okay, but what I will tell you is that first look that she gave kind of played up on the non-conventional aspects of her aesthetical beauty, and I thought the look was witchy. I thought the look was beautiful, and I thought the look definitely fit the theme. The second look I could have done without. That's just my personal opinion. I could have done without the second look. I think you were the first person to ever pull off 2 looks in one night at the Met, so kudos for that. But I felt like the second look was kind of unnecessary, especially after Cardi B came out there in that big ass dress and took up the whole entire Met carpet. You following that up with the fish style headpiece and a black gown, I mean, it kind of missed its mark for me. Who really missed their mark though was that goddamn Lizzo. Okay, so prior to the Met Gala, Lizzo posts this dress where she looks like a piece of bread squeezed in between some yarn. Okay. And I swear I thought she was gonna pop out with that, but she pops out. I don't even know how to describe this mess. I don't even know what. She has a corset on the top of her head. The color is wrong. It looks like vomit. I mean, are you still undergoing the humiliation ritual of it all, girl? Because this was not it. This just was not it. I don't understand the vision. I don't understand the bottom part of the dress, how it flipped up at the bottom, and then you have a corset on your head. Now, if I think about the theme, let me pull up the theme real quick. It's Garden of Time, reawakening fashion, like Sleeping Beauty or some shit like that. Okay? And a lot of the times when I felt like an outfit missed, like that Doja Cat, at first I thought the outfit missed, but then I'm thinking about the story she's telling. She's waking up, there are metallic tears coming down her face, and she's actually pulling it off in terms of whatever story that designer was trying to tell. You know what I'm saying? So she's telling a story that does fit the theme. Doja was. I just didn't know what story it was, but it definitely told the story, right? But Lizzo, I don't know what story you were trying to. It just was wrong.
That's me. Let me smoke crack on my live. Okay, girl, whenever that was.
Let's talk about Nicki Minaj. Okay, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj.
Let me just say,
That ain't Nicki Minaj. I don't know if y'all are feeling what I feel, but that is not Onika Tanya Barrage. That is not her. Okay? You can try to disguise her face and hide whoever that is with an obtuse bang that was a little bit too long for that damn high-ass ponytail you had on. Okay? But I felt the same way when I watched her perform in person in Charlotte. That is not Nicki. I don't know who that is. Okay, Keke Palmer, you looked great, by the way, last night, but I'm going to quote you right now and saying,
I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
I don't know who that was.
Uncle Johnny made my dress that cheap spend that she looks a mess.
I don't know if they swapped her out. I don't know if she's a clone. I don't know what's going on with her. But let's go ahead and judge the outfit that whoever that was had on. I liked it. I liked it. I like her in yellow. Okay. When anybody wears yellow, it's really cool. If you look at the zoom in piece of the garment, it's actually hand painted. I thought that was phenomenal. And the structure of the dress was painted. And the artist said that he painted it about 4 or 5 times before she actually had to step out there. So you got to keep in mind, these motherfuckers put a blank canvas on you. You got to stand there while the artist is doing their job. It was absolutely beautiful. Lady Gaga was not there. Okay, and this is where things are getting a little bit, let's just quote Keke Palmer again, spooky ooky.
It's a little bit spooky.
Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Rihanna, none of them were there. What you're getting confused about is AI. There were a lot of AI images of the Met Gala that were confused with them actually being there. Rihanna was not there. Beyonce was not there. Rihanna actually said that she had the goddamn stomach. Now, and I feel kind of bad because some of the AI generated images are taking away from the actual designs that these artists created in real life. Okay. And I think that's where we're having conflict with technology right about now. She was not motherfucking there. But these AI images, let's be clear, they was slaying. They was fucking slaying. Like when I saw that AI image of Beyonce looking like Black Bird and knowing the history of Black Bird, I was like, yo, that shit's fire. Okay? That shit's fucking fire. That shit's fucking fire. Who else deserves an honorary mention? There was this African American model. When I first saw her on social media, she was posted up with 4 other girls, and she had like a blue embellishment that looked like her skin transforming into crystals or whatever. Stunning. Stunning. At first, I had something to say about that Tyler, because I feel like Tyler is the industry's new puppet. Yes, Anak is her name. Oh my God. Honey, absolutely beautiful. Tyler is the industry's new puppet, like I just said. I said what I said about her. You guys have been DMing me a lot of animal print on these girls that represents beta kitten sex programming, but that's not what this conversation is about. That was a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. When I first saw her on the carpet, I was like, why she got that beige dress on? I was kind of underwhelmed from what I saw on the carpet. When I look at the pictures, it does look like she's been dipped in sand or is rising from slumber out of sand. It was made out of actual sand. And you can see Olivier Rousting actually cutting the dress at the after party, tens across the board. Tens across the board. Tens across the board. Lil Nas asked, why you kept licking your lips on the carpet like that? I distinctly remember Lil Nas X coming out there, and I think I was kind of overly anticipating what he was going to bring, because last year he went in some type of crystal alien. Well, this year he went in something. I don't even remember what he had on, but I do remember he licked his lips about 2,000 times on that goddamn red carpet. I mean, that's a nervous coke habit. Okay, so I don't know why you were looking at your lips like that. Billy Porter did not show up. You know, really coke that ass and be all up everybody's ass trying to get him some damn 5 minutes of fame. I actually really enjoyed Anna Wintour's outfit. There was this black man who wears a cape. I don't know his name, but his swag is on 1,000. Ariana Grande and the other star of Wicked, Cynthia, together, I loved the juxtaposition of both of y'all's looks together on the carpet. Cynthia, I mean, phenomenal. Ariana, I'm just gonna say this. I'm tired of you looking like a little girl. You know, and I get it. This is like your persona. This is how you branded yourself or whatever. But what I really want to see on you is a bang and some straight hair and a jet black catsuit with a red lip and a Sephora lash that is angled 45 degrees north. Okay, with a red bottom shoe. I mean, it's time to grow up. Okay, Jennifer Lopez opened up the show. She looks absolutely amazing. I'm just tired of seeing her. I'll be honest, it's like, I'm not in the A-list celebrity realm right now, or at least we're not there yet, but we will be at the Met Gala one day. But it's like Jennifer is the girl, like, oh, she here again? Oh, what she got on? Yeah, she's cute. Oh, you know, I'm just a little tired of Jennifer at this point. Like, I mean, and it's not to take away from her work ethic or her talent or anything like that, but do a Beyonce, go away for a while and then come back re-emerge and try to dominate again. Because right now, I think people are really exhausted of you. I loved Janelle Monáe's outfit. Again, the pictures do it more justice than the actual video, because on the video, I was like, why she wearing that geisha? And then when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my God, like it looks like seashells are radiating off of this girl. It looks absolutely beautiful. Anybody else to be considered at this time? If I missed anybody, feel free to banter about them in the comment section. I don't think I missed any of the heavy hitters. I'm thinking, let's do some thinking. Oh, how can I forget motherfucking Del Rey? Y'all are saying Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu don't count. Her fashion is in a lane of its own. I think it fit the theme. But when you think about Erykah's fashion, you can't think about like the rest of the girls. I mean, she's the girl that How can I forget? Lana Del Rey came out with an effect. Her effect was definitely to theme. It was definitely expressive. Willow Smith and Jaden Smith. I mean, they were the Smiths. They were there. I didn't find anything too special about that big head wrap that Willow had on, or Jaden's geesh. I mean, I could have seen Jaden in that at Coachella, so I feel like you need to kind of fit the theme. Kim Kardashian was an epic fail for me. It was an epic fail. The reason I say that is because the dress is so immaculate. Why the fuck would you put a TJ Maxx sweater on top of it? I didn't understand. And in the interviewing process, it said that they actually put a braid in the back of her head. It's supposed to be given, I just woke up like this from the slumber or whatever. I feel like the artist tried a little too hard to be on theme, and it ended up coming across as cheap. It looked cheap. I think that Kendall's dress, even though it was archival, I like the cutouts or whatever, but it was a little underdone for the Met, if you ask me. Kylie, when I looked at her, all I could think about was how she looked before all that plastic surgery. Okay, like she did this little back number and she gave face, and I was like, girl, if only you didn't have those doctors, I wonder how you would really be looking on that carpet. Forgive my shady mind for thinking that way, but that's where my mind went. The best dressed out of the Kardashian clan was Miss Chris. Miss Chris. That Kris Jenner had this long ass robe. This goddamn white geese, honey. She's the matriarch that woke up the Sleeping Beauty in the theme. So, Kris Jenner, the best dressed out of the Kardashians. Let's see. I'm going through my Instagram story right now. I'll put these up here just so I don't forget about it. Yeah, I think I nailed everybody that I did want to talk about. Nikki, Lizzo, Look a Mess, Kiki, Cardi. And for the record, I just for Cardi's look anyway, it's just big. It wasn't really. It was kind of not everything that I wanted. Okay. I think her nails were slayed. I love the emerald jewels. I think the head wrap is foolish. I think it's foolish. It looks last minute. It just looks like they put fabric on her head and didn't even tuck her ears behind the head wrap. So that was giving me a bit of a thrown together type of look. But I did definitely like the accent color, that being that emerald teal number that she did with her nails and her eye makeup and her jewelry. So, but it was just big. It was just big and a lot of fabric. I didn't see it as spectacular as I think that she was trying to go for. Anybody else to be discussed? No, I think I nailed everybody that I wanted to talk about. But again, I liked what one of the interviewees said during the red carpet, and I watched it on E. Okay. I like when the celebrity stands aside and allows themselves to be amused for someone else. I typically do that with my stylists, my nail technicians, and my hairstylists and stuff like that. I usually tell them, I'm your canvas, do whatever you want to, and I'm going to slay it for you. And so I really enjoyed the fact that celebrities would render their celebrity to be styled by designers who, of course, some of them were bigger fashion houses and other of them were like independent fashion houses. I just think that it's always good. What Whoopi said is wanted to have representation, but it's always good for an industry to be represented. And I'm brainstorming on ways that we can represent the spiritual community in a similar fashion. Maybe it's a spiritual retreat or a debate summit or something like that where spiritualists can be highlighted in this same way. And I'm working on it. So just go with me here, okay? Met Gala, what did you think? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, now on to some other news really quickly. Let me make sure that I have the article pulled up, and we're gonna break it down. And again, before I break this down, remember your code Hawaii takes 50% off of the tip jar right now. So go head over there and get your tips in while I'm doing these stories. It has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that Drake's security guard is seriously injured in a shooting at his Toronto mansion. Okay, the article reads as such: a security guard at the mansion of Canadian hip hop artist Drake has been seriously injured in a shooting outside the musician's Toronto home. The victim, an adult male, was rushed to a Toronto hospital with serious but non-life threatening injuries following the shooting early on Tuesday morning. Paul K. of the city's police service told reporters on Tuesday that investigation had little information and we're studying surveillance footage for leads. The assailant was reportedly spotted fleeing the area in a vehicle. Drake, whose legal name is Aubrey Graham, has in recent sparred publicly with California rapper Kendrick Lamar in a series of diss tracks. All right. Okay. Well, we all know about the controversy that's going on right now with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Since I last reported on this, I think Kendrick Lamar dropped another diss. I have not heard this diss record. Have you guys heard it? What do you guys think? Honestly, I haven't even heard Drake's first diss, that being Pusha. But I did hear Kendrick's clap back on that diss, and that was a one. That was. Since that time period, I predicted that I felt like the heat would start to die down. This is not an antithesis of what I've read because I was reading the musical part of it, not the background of it. So we're going to read the background of it right now. I think everybody's question is, does Kendrick have something to do with this shooting that happened at Drake's house? Let's rumble and find out. Is it okay for me to read this? Yes, and it's going to be a surprise as to what we find. In the case of the shooting that happened at Drake's house, was Kendrick involved? This says that they're going to make a narrative out of the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, but this has absolutely nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. I feel like they're going to try to spin this for publicity because, you know, rap beef makes money. We know this, okay? I do feel like Drake's camp is going to spin this. At least that's what these two cards are suggesting. But this card right here says that Drake owes somebody some money. This deals with something that he owes someone else. I don't feel like this has to do with Kendrick Lamar at all. What does this have to do with? Organization. This could be a group of people and or a gang. Okay, so this could be a gang, a corporation, a group of people. They warned this nigga, and I feel like through that warning, yeah, he kind of dropped the ball. And I do feel like they're gonna spin it and put it on Kendrick, but this has absolutely nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Is the culprit going to be found? They're going to place it on a fall guy, and I feel like the fall guy has an O in his name. Okay. I do feel like a fall guy is going to take place, and I feel like he has an O in his name. How soon can we expect this? Within a month. Within a month. What's Kendrick gonna have to say about this? Kendrick might coyly defend himself and say I had nothing to do with it, but it's not gonna matter. They're gonna spin a narrative. But I do feel like an O-named Fall Guy is going to take part. Is that Fall Guy gonna be coached? Very much so. Very much so. So the Fall Guy might even say that Kendrick has something to do with it, but by my cards, Kendrick has nothing to do with it. Let's see how this plays out. Next story. Woo, okay, in the last story, let's go ahead and pull this up really quick and I'm gonna break it down one more time. Okay, here we go. All right. So it has come to my motherfucking goddamn gay attention that a man tried to shoot a pastor during a church service, but his gun would not fire. State police said. The article is by Bruce. Bruce hit it. Bruce S. From AP News. A man who tried to shoot a pastor during a service at a Pennsylvania church because God told him to do it was thwarted when his gun didn't fire and he was tackled by a congregant, authorities said. The chaos said Jesus Dwelling Place Church in North Braddock took place Sunday while the service was being live streamed. State police said in a news release. Bernard J. Polite, 26, of Braddock, entered the church just after 1 p.m. and walked towards the front while the Reverend Glenn Germany was giving a sermon. Police said the pastor told WTAE-TV in Pittsburgh that Polite smiled at him and they made eye contact just before Polite pointed the gun at him. Germany then ducked out of the way as a male congregant tackled Polite to the ground. Okay, first and foremost, can we talk about the goodness of the Lord? Okay, now that might not have been very polite of this individual, but it's very polite of the Lord to jam that gun in the midst of a service. Amen. And that's very, it might throw you guys for a loop, some of you that I'm actually saying this. I am an oracle. I believe that all roads lead to God. And on Sunday, when Christians go to church, it is a divine ritual where they are evoking a spirit. That spirit is being Jesus Christ. And that spirit is a protector of its saints. As you can see by this article, I myself don't predominantly attune myself to one individual spirit, but it is wonderful to bear witness to for those people who do worship a predominant spirit to see that spirit move on your behalf. It is very inspirational to me, and this definitely is an act of Jesus and an act of God, i.e. for my oracles and witches, it is an act of source. See, what we get fucked up is we start to compare each person's path to that same divine energy. I believe that all pathways lead to that divinity, and that you could ask me a question. Does that mean Satanists are worshiping the same God as Christians? Yes, they are. Because source is neither positive nor negative. It is defined by humans as to what is evil, what is good, what is righteous, what is not. That way, when you break it down spiritually, all pathways lead back to the original source that created us. Some people say that that's the Big Bang. I feel like the Big Bang was orchestrated by that source to where we have no reference. We only have faith when it comes to what we believe in. And I feel like if a multitude of other religions started to believe that, then we really could come as we were. But that's just me. But clearly, this is a evocation of spirit that definitely protected him from getting shot. This is just sad. It's just sad. The man is saying that he had voices in his head that told him to do it. Those voices must not have been righteous because the gun did not go off in the cathedral. But I actually want to see exactly what went on. I'm pretty sure my spirit guides are not going to let me read this, but just on the off chance that they do, let's try to rumble with this and see kind of what actually went on here.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Spirit, is it okay to read this? No, I knew it. Okay, so my cards are telling me that I should not be touching this. The Brandon card shows up in reverse, and that means do not pass go. The Cypress card actually showed up too, which says move on gracefully, and the Quarantine card shows up too, saying that this is a prison you do not want to jailbreak. What I'm gonna say though is it does definitely feel demonic. And I will say that I had a feeling that this person has killed before. I have a feeling that this person has done before. I have a feeling that the number 6 is showing up to me, and I'm hearing six spirits wailing in the background. 2 men, 4 women here. And I do feel like that this individual could have either been programmed to execute this task, but more so importantly, I feel like this person has a gift of listening to lesser spirits, and he allowed those spirits to navigate his path. Unfortunate situation, but fortunately enough, the pastor was protected. And polite, I mean, what's his well, I can't read it, but hopefully he gets the justice that is deserved. Let's move on to your questions, concerns. Again, remember, code Hawaii is your discount code to take off a very special percentage. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube today, so if you are watching on YouTube, please navigate over to my Instagram or my Facebook pages. I'm about to read you for like another 15 minutes. This song right here is called Visions. I'm about to play Visions. I'll be right back. Drop a pin, tell me where you're watching from, and what did y'all eat? I just ordered some chicken wings. A bitch hungry. I was faithful lonely to say that I was your hero. I'm psychic like I am Cleo, but I didn't see you coming back because I fucked up your ego. I am cold like I'm an igloo, too cold for you to get into. So this time around you're a furnace, turned up and I cannot freeze you. You miss me, I missed you. Never thought that we would see this through. Never thought the vision was tangible. Never thought that we would do round 2, but our love was never there. All right, my darlings. This is the fun-filled part of the show where I actually attune myself to your concerns. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. If you want me to guarantee that I see your question, comment, or concern, the tip jar is open as of right now. You want to use code Hawaii to take 50% off of all of your purchases. If you do purchase a next day appointment using that code, it will be refunded. Okay, so make sure you guys do not do that. I do have June appointments available, and next day appointments will be available right after this show. Let's read. Am I the only one experiencing work gaps on the team? Mezzanine shows up in reverse. You are not the only one. Will my marriage be healthy without betrayal or abuse? So Doctor shows up in reverse. That's a yes. Okay, and I feel like you've gotten there because of trials and tribulations you've already experienced with this person over there on my Facebook. So I'm going to say yes, based upon what you guys have already been through. When will I get engaged? Around the Thanksgiving time period of this year. I feel like this person is waiting on the audience, and I feel like that's the next audience to take place around Thanksgiving of this year for you. Libra 2X, love reading. You have the blue tarot card upright. Well, this is basically suggesting that disappointment is at the precipice of happening for you loving wise. So this is basically a warning, or it's basically suggesting that you need to set yourself up to not be wooed off of your feet in a way that you think you might be. Okay. We can actually prevent ourselves from feeling some type of way by not putting all of our eggs in one goddamn gay basket. Give her them motherfucking eggs as an emoji in the comment section. Okay, financial business reading for Aisha M. Let's see what you got going on here. Collaborations at an all-time high. This is a very similar energy to somebody that I read yesterday, which is basically talking about that you have a good thing going as of right now, but I feel like in working with other people, it will accentuate both of you guys and what both of you guys are attempting to do at this time. So do not shy away from collaboration. I do feel like with the Cerberus Tarot card upright, there could be a surprise expense at the beginning of June. So I just want to prepare you for that as you're moving forward. The Jubilee Tarot card is in reverse as well. So this is almost like the head down, do the work and don't complain about it type of energy. So that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But in terms of good news, your consistency does pay off, especially in the heart of summer. This would be July of 2024. You guys, I did something very special today. Today, I harvested my first herbs from my vegetable garden. Yeah, it's so rewarding. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a reverse bouquet and hang it on my my curtain bar in my on my back window so that it can dry out. And then I'm going to grind up the cilantro, and who knows, maybe I'll trap it in the store. Cilantro, to me, it gives a very earthy smell, and it makes me feel like I'm engulfed by Mother Nature. So I think I'm going to create some type of grounding herbs using herbs I actually grew out of my garden. It's fucking lit, bro. It's fucking lit. And so before I go to Hawaii, I'm going to redo my garden. I'm going to pick everything up that I planted, and I'm actually going to try to do it a little bit more orderly, like create rows and see if we can actually, grow something else. It's a nice shady location over there, so I got to find things that like to grow in indirect light, but I'm into it. I'm into it. Hey, y'all, I'm sitting up here looking for my goddamn torch, and my torch is right here in my goddamn face. But hold on one second. I see a receipt that was just posted, and I love to capture the receipts. And I've gotten some questions. Hold on. And I've gotten some questions. Ooh, can y'all see me? I'm sorry. Okay. Y'all got me? Okay. I have been having some questions about where to send a receipt. We'll send it as a donation on my website. You can drop it on a live video. You can make it a comment on my post. And if you want to win your own bottle of Rich in the Woods, all you have to do is look at my last post and comment what the next fragrance is about to be. And you can win your own bottle of Rich in the Woods. I'm surprised this bitch doesn't have 50 comments on it. Matter of fact, look at my last post right now and say bitch in the woods so you could be in the running right now. Go now. I gotta get my comments up. I'm finna sit up here and buy 1 million followers, and the next thing you know, my comments are gonna look like boo boo the fool. They're gonna clock me at the gate, bitch. Help a bitch out.
That's the problem.
Damn. Okay, let me refocus, bitch. Who was this for? This is a good news reading for Janicia Allen, and she didn't have a question down here. This is basically suggesting that an individual is going to curb some longing that you have. The number 4 is a significant here, so I feel like this might actually be taking place 4 days after my birthday on May the 24th. Be on the lookout for a new lover or somebody to adjust your punani. Hot up here, I'm tired.
Come with me, and you'll see that I live in a world that don't give a fuck, bitch. Come with me, and you'll see that I live in a world that don't give a fuck, bitch. Come with me, and you'll see that I live in a world that don't give a fuck, bitch.
That reading was from Miss Allen. Thank you so much, Miss Allen. Oh, okay, I'll see the question. Money reading, please, for Diamond. Diamond, you got to be in the same boat as motherfucking goddamn gay Ramir, not Ramir. Who was that over there? I don't know who you about to be in the same boat is, but you finna be in that boat.
That was a lie.
You have surprise income coming towards the end of this month, Diamond. I think this is something that you have been waiting on. I actually feel like with the Ursuline Tarot card being upright, there might be a gap in income here. So I don't know if you're actually going to capitalize on that reading that I gave you the other day when I told you that it might be time to take a shift in truck driving. But this is basically suggesting there could be a down period around the end of the month, and then going into the beginning and or the end of this month is the Magic and Ritualism card upright, which is talking about surprise income. So you got money coming in, but you're going to have to be responsible with the money that you got. Okay. How long will my son be sentenced for next month?
Y'all are going to jail.
He has great luck on his side. Less than 2 years is what I'm gonna say, but I will say that there could be something that goes on here. You're having a girl, chill. It's a girl, okay? Girl. Chill, you having a girl. I feel like there is something that is going to actually shake this verdict up. There's a lot of blue on these cards, and that represents refreshing and healing in my tarot deck. It's the element of water here. I don't know if they're going to wash away all his sins, but I do know that the punishable sins that he might have manifested might not be as punishable as you guys think. The number 5 or 2, y'all know 5 is a revertible of 2. I feel like less than 2 years, this could be up to 5 months, and then there's something that's going to give you guys a good vibration at the end of this story, okay? So keep the faith in terms of your son. And I do, if this is in malice, I do have a justice spell and a justice spell casting kit located in the bodega that can help you. But if he really did do this, then don't do nothing justice, because they're going to throw the book in his ass, okay? But if I was you, what I would do is light a white candle on this situation so that you know at least God's hand is on it, okay? You have synergy down here. Is GP going to let me know I got the job this week? GP, are you with me? This says no. Make sure that this position is still available, friend. The Kuji Funka card shows up upright, which is talking about there could be a shift of what they are requiring. What I would do is I would follow up today. Okay, I would follow up today and be like, hey, I'm just, doubling back to see if y'all actually consider my goddamn gay application X, Y, and Z. And I feel like you will get some information about maybe their requirements have changed, or maybe what they're looking for has changed. Now, Kuji Funka shows up upright and everything else in reverse. So I feel like you can make a job out of this, even if the answer is no. But you're gonna have to follow up sooner rather than fucking later, okay? And numbers are being snatched, and I'm gonna match and snatch myself off the internet. We had a great show today. And tomorrow I will be right here back with you guys. Make sure you keep your notifications on because I am not on a set time this week. It's a lot going on this week. So I'm just trying to get myself together. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. If you didn't get your question answered on this show, I ended up on Miss Marshall. It will be texted to you before the show tomorrow. This week, I'm on a 24-hour turnover, bitch. And so definitely make sure you capitalize on that. Over the next 5 minutes, the tip jar will still be 50% off using code Hawaii. And I can't wait to read all of your readings in the morning. I'm going to go smoke me another blunt and eat some chicken wings. What y'all doing tonight? Have a great evening, and I love you. Boots. Bye. Ooh, that ending came kind of fast, didn't it? But when they snatched them numbers, I snatched myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, this makeup actually did turn out, didn't it? Didn't it? All right. Well, I'll see you girls tomorrow. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. I am going back to my restful nature and minding my and your business. Have a great evening, and I love you. Peace.